Most of this episode is made up of a clip from the first video session that Melissa Tafayo and I did at William Pond Recreational Area. I have learned so much from working with that footage in terms of how I want to structure this new business. First, I realized that even though these videos are rough, they convey a sense of authenticity that would probably not be there if I had striven to make them technically perfect. So I realized that I need to set aside my perfectionism and look instead for authenticity. The second thing that I've learned is that I am not a behind-the-camera anonymous photographer anymore. I am part of the process. And so in future videos, I expect that you will find that I am wearing a microphone as well as my subjects are wearing a microphone. So let's look at the video and see what you think.
I want to break and have you talk about when you started. And how being the smallest, a small woman in that gym was such an issue for you to do your job, get your clients.
Well, what do you, like, in regards to just people not taking me seriously, or like having to fight for the stuff for my
One of the things you had to work at was to overcome the fact that you're a woman and you're small and...
okay, gotcha. But that's life, Glenn. I don't know if it was just that gym.
Well, but it's
still a part of...
very and
what I needed to do in order to really be successful and be taken seriously. And one thing is, for obvious reasons, my size. You know, very small. Being amongst of other athletic people that are much bigger, appear more stronger and more assertive just because this has been their life, you know, fitness. I'm coming in with an art background, you know, no makeup on, like just total tomboy, but, you know, not fitting a stereotype. I kind of got walked all over, you know, at first. You know, people would just, you know, walk by me or wonder if I could just train them for yoga and flexibility, that, you know, they would go to somebody else for strength, you know, that wasn't something that I could help them with, you know. And so it was a process of humility and understanding that, okay, they're judging a book by its cover, and this cover is forcing me to wear a shirt that's extremely too big for me because they don't have one tailored for someone my size, and it covers any muscle I may have. You know, it's red and it does not work against the hues of my skin, you know, not wearing any makeup, you know, this is not working. So I realized, okay, you just stay true to what you know, like you've done your whole life, and you work like hell. And you help every client the best you can. You show them what you need to do, or what they need to do, and you get the equipment that you need, and you create that experience. And you create the experience that you would want for yourself, and the way you want them to feel secure and housed and nurtured in a safe space. You know, this gym is downtown. And so it's busy, it's thriving all the time. And you have your morning 6 a.m.ers and you've got your evening 5 and 6 p.m.ers. Those are the big buzz times. Those are the times they want you in there hustling, trying to get your business going. I'll be honest with you, those are the times I hate, because for my size in particular, it is so crowded, you cannot get space to give your client that experience. So there it again, it was an obvious, you know, awakening to me. You have to work like hell, Melissa. You have to think outside the box. You have to use that creative side to make it work. You don't have a choice. These are the times, these are your parameters. What are you going to do with that? You know, how are you going to beat the odds here? You know? So I started coning off areas in the gym. I started picking out my equipment. I have my workouts written in advance, tailored to each person. I set it up for their personal space, for their training. And we would have, you know, all mixes of people coming in, basketball players, semi-pro, professional, coming in to use the gym, walking through the space like they owned it. You know, we had your state workers who are just so exhausted and fatigued that they just want to, you know, run on the treadmill or do something, you know, that they don't have to think too much about. So they're not really in tune with their environment and what's going on. So in the process of having, you know, this extreme differences of people going through the gym, they're walking through our space. They're not giving a damn whether we're using the equipment or not, and they're taking it. And that's where the bulldog in me kind of came out, and I had to get a little more aggressive about introducing myself, letting them know that I was a trainer there to be taken seriously, and that this was these items that I had collected and that I was preparing were for them, you know, and that I respected their space and just wanted to stop for a second.